guys, it's Bren, and I'm back with another History of Bath & Body Works candle video. Yeah, it's the same day. I'm wearing the same shirt. We're doing 4 videos today, but this will probably be the last one because it's starting to get dark out. But I just wrapped up filming my History of Donut Candles, and so now we're going to talk about the history of Bath & Body Works coffee candles. The thing about this one is it's really hard to know where to draw the line though, because you have some candles from them that coffee is the main note, that, coffee featured, like these two. And so clearly they belong in this video. But then you also have candles where like the word latte is in them, but they don't really smell like coffee, or maybe coffee is in the notes, but you're not really getting it. And then it's like, if you include candles that say latte, do you include candles that say mocha? I don't know. So there's a lot of gray area here. But first, just let me talk about like the core coffee scents. So there's one Bath & Body Works coffee scent that I don't have because that was before my time, but I am aware that there was a Cafe au lait candle from Bath & Body Works, and definitely it sounds like a coffee scent, but I've never smelled that one. If you have, you can tell me about it in the comments below. But the first coffee scent that I remember Bath & Body Works coming out with was the Espresso Bar. This was in the Italian collection, which hit, I want to say around like April of like 2013. It looks like 2013 actually. I was thinking it might have been 2014. But yeah, so this one, I remember this was in my early days of BBW fandom, and I used to watch like Little Balladeer, who was this test candle reviewer who posted a ton of videos, and she was like super psyched about this one and loved it. So I was really, really excited to get it when it finally came out. And I remember I bought multiples. And then unfortunately, I didn't really like it. I had really been looking forward to just like a straight coffee scent, because who doesn't like the smell of coffee? But to me, and to this day, it still does smell kind of like cheap coffee to me. I'm just not a huge fan. The notes say, in Italy, you never take your coffee to go. Instead, you stop and savor the aromas of roasted espresso beans and sweet vanilla froth that inspire this fragrance. And I don't really get vanilla. What this candle reminds me of is working in the nursing home kitchen when I was in high school. So when I was in high school, I worked in a nursing home. I was basically like a waitress there, kind of. And it was a great job, honestly. I worked with awesome people. The only thing that stinks about that kind of job is that the residents pass away, and it's sad. But everyone I worked with was cool. I loved that job. But I had to clean the coffee machines at the end of the day sometimes. And it just, at that point, it smelled like the cheap, like Folgers coffee that they were buying in bulk. And it was cold and like, just maybe a little burnt smelling. Like, it just wasn't great. This reminds me of that. Like, it just never smelled like a rich, yummy coffee fragrance. It always kind of smelled like cheap, old coffee. And I still feel that way about it. So I wasn't thrilled with Espresso Bar. I do think they brought this one back. Maybe Harvest Coffee was what they called it when they brought it back. But anyway, after that, we did get Mocha Latte Swirl, which less intense on the coffee because this candle had other things going on. And this was spring 2016. And it says, recharge with the scent of a wonderfully rich concoction of espresso and creamy caramel topped with whipped cream. And caramel is pretty prominent in this. It's a lot sweeter than Espresso Bar, and it smells more like you're getting like some kind of caramel latte drink or something. Like, coffee is there, but it's almost not the feature. I would say like caramel and just sweetness and vanilla kind of is more prominent here. But it was actually pretty good. I liked it. And then after that, we finally get Paris Cafe. And Paris Cafe is what I wanted Espresso Bar to be. It is a straightforward, just like coffee scent that smells like coffee, but it's good. And the notes on this one are rich roasted coffee, sugared brioche, and vanilla cream. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is a little sweeter than Espresso Bar. And it just seems, it's richer. Maybe you do get a little bit of like vanilla, a little bit. I don't know. It smells much better. It's insanely strong. But clearly it sold well for them because they've brought it back a million times. So to this day, they're repackaging Paris Cafe. It was called this because it was like a France themed collection. So the first time it came out, it was called Paris Cafe. I think they have kept that name on some of the repackages, but it's also been a quotable candle, like, but first, coffee. That's this. It's also been called Campsite Coffee, which I have the scent portable of. By the way, scent portables usually totally don't throw or last very long, but if you want one that does, this Campsite Coffee scent portable like threw for months and months in my car, so it's a good one to get if you can find it. But yeah, I mean, if they put out a standard coffee scent now, it's probably Paris Cafe repackaged. I don't think they would go back to Espresso Bar, and I don't think they should. This is much, much better. There's another one that I don't have that I know was around in a Destinations collection. They did what was it called? It was like a bouquet, like Paris Bouquet, maybe it was called. And it was like a coffee floral scent. Totally not my thing. But that was another like take on Paris Cafe. So there's that one as well. But really, if we're talking core coffee scents, they kind of just went from this one, which again was repackaged as Harvest Coffee, to Paris Cafe, which is now repackaged as a million different things. And those are really their core coffee scents. And then you had this offshoot with the caramel in it. And then I will also mention we get our sweeter coffee scents as we're getting into a little more recent years. So Sweet Tiramisu came out in 2019, and this one, the notes are whipped sweet cream, vanilla sponge cake, freshly brewed espresso. It's not too coffee forward, but you do get a little bit like you would in actual tiramisu. This candle is really good. It's just kind of light and sweet. It could use more coffee, and that's why I actually really like the pumpkin spice latte candle from this year. I wish I had more. It sold out really quick. I've ordered them online. My orders got canceled, but it's still on the website. Okay, Bath and Body Works. But pumpkin spice latte, as I said in my recent review of this, is basically the sweet tiramisu candle, but with more coffee. Kind of like they put a little bit more of that Paris Cafe scent in with the sweet tiramisu, and that's how it comes across. Does it smell like a pumpkin spice latte? No, not at all, but it's good. It's a more coffee-forward dessert type scent than sweet tiramisu. But there's no pumpkin in it at all, which is a disappointment. It would have been really great if they actually did do a pumpkin latte scent that had like pumpkin spice and coffee notes. I mean, they should. Why wouldn't they? But now they've put this out with this name, and okay. You kind of got to ignore the name there, but the packaging is really cute. But yeah, you can definitely get coffee in this scent. Now, other scents that you could talk about in this video. I don't have because I don't like it, but you can't forget pumpkin caramel latte. Or is it caramel pumpkin latte? No, I think it's pumpkin caramel latte. That's been out many years. That one was out at least 2014, maybe even earlier than that. But caramel pumpkin latte, it has been repackaged as white caramel cold brew. So if you're familiar with the more recent white caramel cold brew candle, that's the same as this caramel pumpkin latte. I never really got coffee from that scent though. It might be like a little bit dark and bitter, and maybe that's where they're pretending there's a coffee note, but it's mainly like a caramel scent. The funny thing is about that, it's also been repackaged as maple cinnamon pancakes. And that's the same scent. So that goes to show you how much it actually smells like coffee, right? Because caramel pumpkin latte, then they called it maple cinnamon pancakes, and then they called it white caramel cold brew. And it's all the same candle. So yeah, that one, I'm not a caramel person. It's too sweet for me because of that. That's why I don't have one to show you, but maybe you can get a little bit of a coffee note there, but like not much. And clearly if there was a lot of coffee there, they wouldn't have been able to repackage it and call it maple cinnamon pancakes, you know? So maybe there's not really any coffee. I do have this old nostalgia candle, Winter Vanilla Latte. This was the end of 2013. And it says, Winter Invite, let's do coffee. Please join us for a smooth and creamy blend of premium vanilla beans and luscious caramel topped off by decadent whipped cream. And This one doesn't really smell like coffee. It smells more similar to cinnamon frosting, or a lot of comparisons to that, but it's like not as spicy or as cinnamon as that one. It's just a sweet, it does smell like the caramel whipped cream situation that they're talking about. I mean, really, they just say, join us for a creamy blend of vanilla, caramel, whipped cream. And it does smell like that, but I'm not getting really coffee from it, even though latte is in the name. But anyway, wanted to throw that one in. So I'm editing now, and I totally realized that I forgot to mention marshmallow pumpkin latte also has latte in the name. Also does not smell at all like coffee. The notes are pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallow, sandalwood, ginger, and you get a lot of ginger and sandalwood. Some sweetness. This one smells just like the body care, which I don't think smells like coffee at all either. But yeah, you know, it has latte in the name, so it deserves a mention too. And then it's like, do we even go there with mocha? Do we even start talking about mocha in this video? I don't know. I do think toasted coconut mocha, you can imagine there's being a coffee note there, but also it might just be that the chocolate in this candle is a really dark chocolate, so you kind of get bitterness from that. But sure, okay. It doesn't actually say coffee on the notes, I don't think. It does say steamed milk latte, so like, okay. Then we have cherry mocha. Yeah, mocha's in the notes, but it just says sweet cherry, chocolate, whipped cream, and I don't get anything resembling a coffee note in this at all. I love this scent, but it's really just a cherry chocolate scent. They're calling it mocha. Okay. Another one I'm just gonna honorable mention, cinnamon Irish cream. Doesn't have coffee in the name. It doesn't have coffee in the notes, but I kind of feel like I get coffee from it. I kind of feel like there is something a little dark and bitter about this scent that kind of reminds me of coffee. And a lot of times people put Irish cream in their coffee, of course. But I don't know, I'm throwing that one in for fun because it doesn't actually say coffee. So there's been a lot of scents over the years. I mean, there's toasted graham latte too. I remember I didn't like that one. I don't remember it having any kind of a coffee note. I'm sure there are others, other Bath & Body Works candles that have a coffee note, or say latte or something that I'm missing. So put them all in the comments below. But for me, when we're talking about Bath & Body Works coffee scents, it really all starts with Espresso Bar and remembering how excited I was for this one, and then I didn't really like it, but how much better Paris Cafe is. And Paris Cafe really is a really good coffee scent. I'm glad they keep bringing it back. It's just super strong. It is like crazy strong to where I can't really burn it for very long. It gets very overwhelming very quickly, and you know I like strong candles. But yeah, it's good. It's a good coffee scent. That's what I know, but I'm definitely not in my wheelhouse here. Like, I'm not as confident in this video as I was in my peach video, where I'm like, yes, I know all the peach candles and the history there. This one, I'm a little bit less confident. I feel like I'm probably missing some. So let me know your favorite Bath & Body Works coffee scent in the comment below. I'm losing my light, so I'm gonna let you all go, but you can follow me on Instagram at Candles and Music. Thanks for watching. Bye.